नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am JBN Dr. Anamika Aherwal, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Jayoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the subject name Data Warehousing and Mining. And the today's session is genetic algorithms. These are the topics which I have covered in this session. First is genetic algorithms, overview, then history of genetic algorithm, then the brief introduction of genetic algorithm, classes of search techniques, genetic algorithms versus traditional algorithm, basic components of genetic algorithm, simple genetic algorithm, the evolutionary cycle, block diagram, advantage and disadvantages of genetic algorithms, and the last is applications of genetic algorithms. Let's start for the overview of genetic algorithm. Originally, this genetic algorithm is developed in 1975 by John Holland, a class of optimization algorithms. He is inspired by the biological evolution process, so he developed this genetic algorithm. Now it uses concepts of natural selection and genetic inheritance that is Darwin gave in 1859. So particularly this is well suited for hard problems where little is known about the underlying, and this is of course a search space. This is widely used in business, science and engineering. Genetic algorithms are a subclass of evolutionary algorithms. The history of genetic algorithms. This is a evolutionary computing which is developed in 1960s. Genetic algorithms were created by John Holland in the mid-70s. The computer model introduces simplifications that is related to the real biological mechanisms. Now come to the introduction of genetic algorithm. These genetic algorithms are best for searching for new solutions. This genetic algorithm making use of solutions that have worked well in the past. It of course works on large population of solutions that are repeatedly subjected to the selection pressure, that is survival of the fittest. And this each solution is encoded as a chromosome, also called as genotype. This chromosome is given a measure of fitness via a fitness function. Okay. So the possible information encoding is there as a bit strings like 0, 1, 0 this and the real numbers like this, and permutation of elements, list of rules, program elements. So these all are the possible information which is encoding in this genetic algorithm. Now come to the classes of search techniques. They are basically classified into three categories: calculus based techniques, guided random search techniques and the enumerative techniques. Further classification based techniques are classified into Fibonacci or sort. Okay, and then the guided random search classified into taboo search, hill climbing, simulated annealing, evolutionary algorithms. And then this evolutionary algorithm further classified into genetic programming and the genetic algorithms, right? And the third classification is enumerative techniques. This classifies into DF, that is depth first search, dynamic programming, and breadth first search. Okay. Now come to the genetic algorithm versus traditional algorithm. The genetic algorithms work with the coding of parameter set, not the parameter themselves. The genetic algorithms search from a population of points, not a single point. The application of genetic algorithm operators causes information from the previous generation to be carried out to the next one. And this uses probabilistic rules, not deterministic rules. Now come to the basic components of genetic algorithms. A problem definition has input and this encoding principles like gene chromosome initialization procedure, in this creation is there, in selection of parents means reproduction, genetic operators means mutation and recombination, evaluation functions in this environment, and the last is the termination condition. Now let's start from the initialization. I will explain one by one. Okay, these initialization and selection explain one by one. Okay, so in the initialization, this starts with a population of randomly generated individuals or use a previously saved population and then a set of solutions which is provided by the human expert. Okay, and a set of solutions provided by another heuristic algorithms. First is previously saved population, then solutions provided by human expert, and then heuristic application. Now come to the encoding. In this, each chromosome has one binary string. Each bit in this string can represent some characteristics of the solution. So the binary string of chromosome, just see in this example, the string of chromosome 1 you can look like this 11011 like, and the chromosome 2 is for this. Okay, these two are the strings of chromosome 1 and chromosome 2 respectively. Now come to the fitness function. This fitness function determines the fitness of each member of the population and performs the objective functions on each population member. This fitness scaling adjusts down the fitness value of the super performers and adjusts up the lower performance. Now the genetic operators. There are three major operations of genetic algorithms, and these are selection, replicates. In this, this is the most successful solution which is found in the population, and then recombination decomposes two distinct solutions and then randomly mixes their parts to form new solutions. And the other is mutation. This is randomly changes a candidate solution, that is 0 to 1. Now come to the mutation. In mutation, the purpose is to simulate the effect of errors that happen with low probability during duplication. So for binary encoding, we can switch randomly chosen bits from 1 to 0 or from 0 to 1. So the results we can see the movement in the search space and the restoration of lost information to the population. Like this is transformed to 1 to 0. Okay, so this is the movement. Now selection means reproduction. Like, okay. So the purpose of selection is to focus the search in promising regions of the space, and then the inspiration in this Darwin's survival of the fittest. Example is the selection is the probability of selecting a string with the fitness value of f is f by ft, and ft is what? It is a sum of all of the fitness values in the population. So we have to sum all the fitness, you can say like summation of, okay, all the fitness values. Now come to the crossover. Crossover means a recombination. So in this the first is 1 point crossover and the second is 2 point crossover. There is a mistake, actually this is point B. Okay, so 2-point crossover. So crossover selects genes from parent chromosomes and creates a new one. Then choose some crossover point. Then after everything before this point copies from the first parent, and then everything after the crossover copied from the second parent. Okay, so this causes an exchange of genetic material between two parents. You can understand like it is just the concept of heredity. Some of the actions or some of the characteristics you can say are heredited by your parents, either from father or from mother. Means these you can say the copy and paste to the other, or you can say the transfer from the parent to the child. Okay, so this is some sort of exchange of genetic material between two parents. Now in the first is single point crossover. The example is parent 1 and parent 2. You can see the two strings of parent 1 and parent 2, and these are the two childs 1 and 2. These are the string of child 1 and child 2 respectively. Now double point crossover example means parent 1 parent 2. This is a string you can see, and this is double one, means this is some type of transfer you can say. Okay, here you can say is this dollar sign between the separation of these two, and here of course two dollar signs are there because double point crossover example is there. Okay, so same for the child 1 and the child 2, and there you can see $1 sign, there you can see $2 sign. Okay, now next and last is the termination condition. In this termination condition, a solution is found that satisfies minimum criteria. Okay, so this is the fixed number of generations reached, allocated budget, computation, time, money reached, the highest ranking solutions fitness is reaching, and the satisfactory solution has been achieved, and there is no improvement in solution quality. Now come to the simple genetic algorithm. In this simple genetic algorithm, first creates a random initial state, then evaluate fitness, then after crossover, that is recombination, after recombination it reproduces, then this cycle repeats until successful completion is not found, and the last is terminate. This is the evolutionary cycle of genetic algorithm. First is the selection, this parent transfer for the modification, then this modification modified members, and this comes into the evaluation part, and after evaluation we evaluate the values and store it into or send it into the population, and this population here initiate and then evaluate, or if in the evaluations suppose if it is required then delete some numbers, or it discard, or you can say terminate. Now this is the block diagram of genetic algorithm. First you see here initial population, then the selection, then reproduction, and then mutation, and this cycle repeats until we are not found the output, or you can say we are not terminate the conditions. Okay, so this is the next iteration generation, this cycle repeat and repeat. Okay, now this recombination crossover can, when using bit stream, symmetrically be represented. In this you can say 1 0 0, this cross this, and this transfer into this. Okay, so this is basically the transformation. After that they again back to the string 1, means this is the recombination, means this is the crossover. You can see the sign X here. Okay, now the mutation represents the algorithm be trapped into a local minimum. In the bit string approach, mutation is simply you can say the changing of one of the bits. Okay, now you can see here this 0 changes to 1. Okay, so that's why I'm saying in the bit string approach, mutation is simply the changing of one bits as the requirement or as the in the algorithm, like like this. If it is not found, then again it starts from the initial population. Okay. Now come to the advantages of genetic algorithm. This is the fastest search technique. This will produce close to optimal results in a reasonable amount of time. This is suitable for parallel processing. It is fairly simple to develop. This makes no assumptions about the problem space. And the drawbacks are the number of permutations of functions and variables. The search space is vast, and the most GPs are limited in the available operators and terminals they can use. It requires a lot of computer work even when a good set of operations, terminals and controlling algorithms are chosen. So come to the applications of genetic algorithms. This is basically used in the genetic programming, in this scheduling, this facility, production, job and transportation scheduling are used in the scheduling area, and in the design, it's circuits, boards, layouts, communication, network design, keyboard layout, parametric design in aircrafts, and machine learning, designing neutral networks, classifier systems, learning rules, and image processing, is pattern recognition. Lastly, the conclusion is genetic algorithms are a very powerful tool for global search. Okay, so it is the best for searching for new solutions and making use of solutions that have worked well in the past. Now here the end up of this session, genetic algorithms. This is a question for practice. What is genetic algorithm? Explain the evolutionary cycle of genetic algorithm. Thank you. This session powered by digital version 2.0 Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.